Good morning from Darjeeling. We will talk about yesterday's journey from Raiganj to Darjeeling, but first, enjoy the view. Today is 9th of February 2021 and welcome to day 2 of our trip. If you haven't watched day 1's episode, click the I button to watch our journey from Kolkata to Raiganj. Let's quickly check out the luggage setup in each bikes. These metal boxes are known as panniers. There's my soft bag on top of the left pannier box and my camera tripod on the top of the right pannier box. And there's my tank bag on the top of the fuel tank. Here's a look at Archishman's saddlebag setup. This one's from God's Triton and this comes with a gel-based seating pad for the pillion. Next up is Abhishek's saddlebag from Rhinox. The model is Rhinox Nomad saddlebags. After idling our bikes, we have started towards Darjeeling. We will be sticking to the main highway and go to Siliguri via Dalkola, Kishanganj and Islampur. We will not be taking the Botolbari route mainly because we have heard that the road conditions are terrible. Then from Siliguri, we will go to Darjeeling via Kurseong. In the previous episode, we discussed about luggage planning and you got to see our setup in this episode. The second point of a road trip is to plan the route. Get as much information as you can so that in case of emergencies you know where to go, what to do. Also you know which route to take and which to avoid. Kolkata to Darjeeling is very popular, so we got a lot of information about this route on YouTube. Once the route is set, you plan the accommodation. Some travelers don't book their hotels in advance, but I don't want to take the responsibility of finding a place to stay at the day's end. When you're tired, you're riding for the whole day, you want to reach your destination and your hotels are booked, go into your room, freshen up and go to sleep. The time is around 10:30 a.m. and we have crossed some very bad roads, and now courtesy Google Maps we had to take a detour from the main route, probably to avoid the famous traffic congestion of Dalkola. The roads are terrible here as well. There's a level crossing at Dalkola which when closes results in a long queue of trucks, almost 5 to 6 kilometers long queues of trucks. So we will probably be crossing those tracks in some time, but minus this traffic jam. Okay, so luggage, accommodation and route done. Then comes risk analysis and some practice or precautions to avoid breakdowns. Definitely get your bike serviced before the trip. Get a puncture proofing done. There are a lot of tire sealants available in the market, but I chose Formula X. I got it done through Biker Street, that is in Niwalipur, Kolkata. The link is provided in the description box, and you can also Google on how Formula X tire sealant works. Also carry basic wear and tear items like clutch cables, brake pads, etc. Finally, we are back on the main road and moving towards Siliguri. We will cross Kishanganj and Islampur before entering Siliguri, but before that, we will stop for our brunch. The time is close to 4 pm and we are at Siliguri. We visited an auto shop to purchase an air seat for one of our pillions. Air seat is absolutely necessary if you are planning a long trip. More so for the pillion because the pillion sitting geometry is much worse than the riders. I am using air seat from Grand Pitstop. You can also choose from Figo and ride on air. The time is 4:15 pm and it's late. Estimated time to reach our hotel is around 7 pm. We will take another stop somewhere on the hills to have tea and some food. And this is the road to Darjeeling. We already have mountains in sight, and just by looking at the view, our moods have been uplifted. The temperature is falling fast. I am feeling the coldness in my fingers. The gloves are not arresting any wind and the air is flowing right in, resulting in discomfort. And the temperature will only fall as we go higher. That is an X-Pulse and it has flown away. That's experience that money can't buy. It's too cold. We have to stop for some coffee, and one of the team members is facing problem on hairpin bends due to the added weight of saddlebags and pillion. The whole dynamics of the bike change when you add weight. Nevertheless, we have no intention of hurrying. We intend to reach our destination very safely. Okay, so we had our food, we had our coffee, we're all charged up for the adventure ahead. It's freezing cold, definitely sub 10, numerous hairpin bends ahead, and it's totally dark. And moreover, this is mine and Abhishek's first ever bike ride in the hills. I cannot even comprehend how things will be. On the positive side, since it is dark, we can easily judge oncoming traffic through their headlights. That way we know whether there is any vehicle coming from the opposite lane when we are overtaking. The roads have been average from Raiganj to Siliguri because a lot of construction work is going on, so a lot of diversions, a lot of dust and a lot of traffic. And from Siliguri the roads have been good with occasional bad patches. Road at the hills are very good. Road repairs are going on, so you have to be careful and you may get some rough patches, but overall 80% of the journey has been through good roads. You can see the town of Kurseong like stars studded in the mountains. What a sight! You have to be here to perceive the beauty. The camera does not do justice. Trust me. What a sight! Let's turn on the auxiliary lamps now. These auxiliary lamps are from Autofy. I got them on Amazon. These are mounted with Lluvia aux light mounting bracket. Definitely must have if you plan to travel in the dark. We just got a call from the hotel authorities. They are waiting for us and they also gave some directions to reach the hotel. We are staying at Summit Grace Hotel. It's 7 p.m. now and we still have 1 hour to reach the hotel, and it's very cold. My fingers are almost numb. It's paining and it's getting colder and colder. Today we will explore Darjeeling on foot. We are at the Mall Road and there's Caventer's and Glenaries is up ahead. We will have lunch there and follow it up with photo shoots and finally end our day with a bonfire at the hotel. Last night we had a lot of adventure just before we reached our hotel, which we couldn't capture unfortunately. We will show you the road condition in our next episode, where we will go from Darjeeling to Mirik via Lepcha. If you have liked this video, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. See you in the final episode of this trip. Till then, ride safe.